The best part of being a teen is developing a unique style. Of course, that style will ultimately be influenced by trends, but that doesn't negate the ability of it to be unique to a person. It's taken a long time to find the style of things that I like. However, even now that I have a grasp on my tastes, I still gravitate towards styles I think others will enjoy. That ends today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how my style equals my perception and how people perceive me, and marrying that to my Etsy store where I sell PDFs. I will also be making a map kit, so there are 4 different maps, and you can use them for world building, D&D, or whatever you like. I actually have never played D&D, so I don't know if you can use it for that, but you can use it for whatever you want. There's some blank maps you can customize. You'll see that this footage is from a lot of different days, and that's because I had a lot of struggle filming this video, which is to be expected because I'm developing a new style and I'm embracing selling things that I would buy. And although I'm not making this to sell per se, I mean they are for sale and I would love it if people buy them, I'm doing it to feel a sense of accomplishment and really explore my style and embrace it. I don't do most things for profit. That just leads to disappointment most of the time. But anyway, on to the video. Over time, I've grown more comfortable with my opinions, especially those that are controversial in terms of not following the public sway. For example, I mainly enjoy music that doesn't make me quote-unquote bored, and usually has an electronic element to it, often placing just as much importance on the concert and dance visuals it creates in the mind. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good ballad. However, I strongly believe in marrying those lyrics to an interesting score or build to differentiate the medium from the poetry of the lyrics. I feel many fail to do this, much to the disagreement of most of my friends. When I see people I care about enjoying things, I try my best to enjoy them too, so it almost hurts me when I don't. Many of my insecurities stem from feeling left out. If you didn't know, I don't really have an abundance of friends, and I find it hard to include people in my life and goals. This is something I hope to change when I have a car, though. Maybe that'll boost my confidence. But over time, this insecurity has not only made my style performative, but also combative. If there's something that I feel strays from the norm, I tend to get mad I don't have the confidence to do the same. Or, when I don't like something, I've caught myself using strong language like, "I hate that," in order to let everyone know my opinions so I can get validation. Especially online, it's common to exaggerate feelings to be more engaging. If you ever feel yourself falling into this habit with me, try to change your language before it makes you snappy. My family has been going through it with my bad attitude lately. When I say style and experimentation with it, I'm sure many minds go to clothing style. Mine does, at least. Clothes are important because they dictate how you are perceived, or not perceived. Everyone has different reasons for dressing the way that they do. When developing a clothing style, the first thing to ask yourself is why you want to dress that way, and what do you value? Do you value being comfortable, formal, standing out, fitting in, versatility maybe? Your style is also defined by where you live or where you are at the moment, and it will define you too. Who your friends are will also influence the trends that you follow or which ones you draw from. However, another way that determines how you're perceived and pertains to this video is branding. Of course, not everyone has a brand, but because I don't have a consistent clothing style, how I present myself as trying to find Atlas or journaling Atlas is almost more important. I've mentioned this before, but these platforms are how I express myself in a way I can't to people I know in everyday life. The funny thing is, I actually gravitate towards pink and blue, colors I know others will like and be timeless. However, I much more enjoy neutrals, greens, yellows, and lavender more. I strive for my style to be a modern take on Victorian, or, in Pinterest terms, quiet luxury, cottagecore, and a little bit of dark academia. One may argue that just by liking the style, I already have it, but my brand style is how I'm perceived. Therefore, I'm joining with what I like with how I'm perceived right now, with this video. and with these maps, and with my new logo, which should be uploaded by the time this video is out. I have a couple of questions that I think that you should ask yourself. They really helped me when I was trying to find my style. Here they are. What is my ideal style, and how is that style perceived now? What goals do I have when I dress or act in a certain way? But more importantly, do I even care about what my style is?
You're so vicious.
There's always a balance to be had, to kind of protest what I just said. Where I find identity in discovering my clothing and personal brand style, someone else may suffer at the pressure to do so in the first place. Everyone is unique. I cannot stress this enough, but I guess that's just our different styles, because in one way or another, everyone has a style, whether you like it or not. Will you embrace yourself, or is there still work to do on that front? I hope you do the first as soon as possible, or as soon as you can. I can say all of this, I can say everyone is unique, but I don't know if it really means anything. You have to learn that for yourself, the way that I learned that for myself. For now, I'm going to keep developing my style, and you're welcome to come along. I'll see you in the next video, but stick around for some unscripted endnotes. Hi guys, it's Atlas, Unscripted. I wanted to come in and do some unscripted endnotes here because I wasn't really happy with how short the script was and how difficult it was to get my feelings out in this video. There was a lot of different directions I could take it in, and I did the best I could. I feel like I wrote it over 2 days when I usually do it over 1. I also filmed this footage over a couple days. I think it was like 4 or 5 maybe. There were some days that I took a break, and I did film a little bit of those days, but I wasn't really getting any work done, so I deleted them from the footage. But I think the reason I was having a lot of struggle with this video in particular was because my room at my mom's house, where I was doing most of these drawings, is not a place that I think embraces my style. My dad's house does, but I mean, my dad's house, like, my schedule's crazy over there. There's also a lot of noise, which makes it hard to think, and he's just a go, go, go kind of guy, so we always have something planned. But speaking of that, another way that really shows your style or your brand is your room. And my room I keep pretty clean. You'll see in some of my morning vlogs, like my mini shorts, that it can get very messy at times, but I try to keep it very clean. And at my dad's house, it's filled with plants. It's just all over, a lot of green, a lot of the things that I really love. I even have an autograph from the Kratz brothers in here, which is like, I just think it pulls the whole room together because it's the Kratz brothers. At my mom's house, it's a lot more pink and blue, which also influenced a lot of the PDFs I was making. But I really do like the room at my mom's house, and I like my mom's house in general. It's just very hard for me to embrace my style because there's a lot of money and time that goes into it. I've been thrifting a lot of clothing from ThredUp, not sponsored, and that's been a great way to get affordable clothes that also fit my style, and I've been a lot happier looking the way that I want to look. Now I just kind of have to work on that room and enjoying that a lot more. My ultimate goal in life, and this may sound a little silly, is not to start a business or whatever. My biggest goal out of all of my goals is to get a house and learn how to renovate it. I think that'd be really fun, but as long as I'm living in someone else's house, I don't feel like I have the, I guess, authority to do all the things I want to do with my room, and I don't feel comfortable. I also don't have the money enough to buy all the things I want to redo my room. So that's that money aspect, and the owning stuff aspect does play a large part in finding your style, and I really just want to acknowledge that. But I'll let you all go and, live your life instead of hearing me ramble. I hope you enjoyed the time-lapse of these maps right here. They'll be available on my Etsy, and speaking of which, the link for that will be in the description, so you can check out all my worksheets and stuff that I've made. I also have a Pinterest for it, also in the description. I also have a personal Pinterest that I post on from time to time, and I think I have a couple public boards there. I also have a TikTok where I post a lot of my YouTube shorts before I post them on YouTube, and I'm still working on a schedule for that, but I'll see you later. Bye.